Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz, YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And today I figure I'd elaborate a little bit more on the differences between the college and the Madden, especially when it comes to getting pressure. Now, in the college game, as I was referring to yesterday, you see things like that. You see more agility-based kind of pass rush stuff. I mean, although that may never actually really happen in real life, but I mean, it's good to see in a game. But even when it comes to the more organic stuff, even like a block shed like that, I can deal with a block shed like that because at least I saw the offensive linemen engage and put up somewhat of a fight. In Madden, it just seems like everything is more of a pinball, kind of two opposite magnets pushing against each other, like they kind of repel each other after a while. There's not to say that there is no organic engagement in the pass rush in Madden, but I'm just going to show you the differences, or at least in my opinion. All right, so look at where the play art's going, and look at where the rusher goes. You see, like even when the guard stepped out, I don't know if you can go back and review that. Even when the guard stepped out, you saw the pass rusher actually take the better angle. He didn't just run into the blocker like they do in Madden. And even though that right there, yeah, you see how they kind of sift their way through the the muck and the mire and all that stuff, up all the traffic. And it's almost like you see them in the college, you can see them change speeds, especially on the inside, like the A-gap and the loop stuff. It's like they'll start off a little slow, but then you'll see them speed up as they're actually traveling through the gap itself. And so, again, and it's like they're actually, when a blocker comes up, it's almost like you see them make a move. They even delay blitz. Look at that. Even though the running back that was terrible by the running back, but like a delay blitz like that in the college game is crazy. Like in Madden, you have to set them back at a certain amount of yards to get that effect. And so it's just a lot easier to do in college. If you set them back at a certain amount of yards, you get like the delayed kind of A-gap effect where the other guys kind of take up the offensive lineman, and then it just kind of opens the gap up. And so it's just like, again, you just look at how even when I zone dog, even when I dropped that edge guy over there, you saw the guard turn his head, and as soon as he turned his head, you saw the guy just come shoot right through the gap. And the timing, it just seems like the timing is so much better. So yeah, it can be picked up. But again, the block sheds are just more organic. Even in the edge pressure, when you're getting edge pressure, it's just like even the angles that they run at just seem more realistic to me than they do in Madden. In Madden, like I said, everything just seems, it's kind of controlled by the algorithm of the game. Not to say that it doesn't happen here, but it's just less visible here. In Madden, if you really just pay attention to it, it is very visible. It seems like the guys are rushing the passer with their eyes closed at times, unless you're getting like the crazy loop and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, even on the edge pressure stuff, it just, in this game, what I like about the college game is my blitzes can look the same and come from different spots. So it's like I can give you basically the same kind of setup, but come from a different area. In Madden, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you better be ready to switch stick and manual press and all that kind of stuff. And you do that in college too. But in Madden, again, the players are bigger, so it's just more. What do I want to say? Visibly enhancing, I guess. I don't know if that's even. Yeah, it's just easier to see. Like I said, I'm old. But if the pass rush, like sometimes I even have to click on to the guy because I have to speed him up, because sometimes it just seems like in Madden they just rush slow and they just cruising. So you see how I click on, and then I add speed to him and I just go and make the tackle myself. Again, the disengages in Madden just seem, it's almost like pinball. It's like just a bump in the night. So you see how even coming off the edge there was really no need for him to even make contact with the tackle. He really should just be trying to get off and get free, get to that outside shoulder and get free, on that one. But in Madden, one thing I will say, maybe it has something to do with the finesse moves, because the guys with finesse moves, they seem to come off the edge a lot better in Madden. A lot better. I mean, yeah, they don't just run into the guy. It seems like those are the guys that vary their speed if you have a guy with a good finesse move. If he doesn't really, and I don't mean good as in it has to be like a 85 or anything like that. It could be decent. I would say decent would be anything above a 75, to be honest with you. Just in what I've seen anyway. And so, but you're able to get your pressure in Madden nevertheless. Whether it's edge, whether it's A gap, any of that kind of stuff, man. So that's just the differences that I see between the two games. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, we still out here doing what we do. Yeah, I'm getting the New Orleans book together, fella. I'm actually changing my format for the way that I do the playbooks. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna enhance it a lot. And so I'm adding a lot more stuff to it. And so, yeah, I just want to put it out there, give it a nice test run, see what you guys feel about it. But yeah, the playbook, I'm trust me, I am hard at work on it on a daily basis, putting clips together. I actually completed a couple of segments, at least timeline wise, last night. And so, yeah, man, but we doing what we do. But I'm telling y'all, man, for real, boy, this 26, I'm just interested to see what advances have been made or what they're gonna claim. Let me not say what advances have been made, but what they're gonna claim anyway, are advances in the game. Will it be what did they call that thing? Field sense? Y'all remember that? Anyway, man, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. It's your boy Coach. I'm out.